All right.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's margaritas.
Hi.
Hi. I feel like it's getting better.
Yeah,
There was
totally.
an intro.
Yeah.
So yes, and Morgan, the social media manager, didn't make her cringy face quite as much.
It's because she got her snacks over
Yeah,
there.
she's too busy eating
She's
and
fine.
chilling. Yeah. So anyway, I'm carrying this week's podcast because you're
Yeah.
tired.
I'm so tired.
You
Man, I'm beat up.
What have you done this
I am
week?
beat down.
You're still recovering from last weekend.
I am recovering from um us going out and children moving to college.
Okay, I just want to say that I think you're recovering more from children moving to college.
I think
I'm
I'm
I'm not going to
recovering.
take too much of the blame for that this
I think
week.
you're partially to fault for that.
Partial. Let's
Partially.
do like an 80-20,
Sure, sure.
70-30.
Sh- sure.
Yeah,
70-30. We'll do
I'm
that.
the 30. The
You
kids
you
are
were
the
the 30. You
70.
were the 30.
Okay.
But yeah, we moved
Yes.
and we moved all weekend.
You did. I only thought moving was going to take you one day and you were going to knock it out. And
Not
then it
with
went into day two, and I
yeah,
was like,
no.
okay, but then it went into day three. And I was like, what in the world?
So, here's the thing with my kids. They have anxiety
Mm.
about everything. So, we got there and honestly, Friday took us forever to even try to. We had to go get school IDs. We had to get parking passes. We had to get they had to sign some forms
Hmm.
for the dorm. Then once we finally got into the dorm, then they had to they wanted to we had to get all their stuff loaded up, out of the car, brought up to the room. Okay, well,
Hmm.
it's a cramped space, okay? The room was it was
Teeny
tight.
tiny.
Yeah. So, which I was really glad that they were together because I couldn't imagine having to move in with a stranger.
Yes.
That would make it so awkward.
Especially if they were so anxious
They
already,
were
at
so
least
anxious.
they have each other
Yeah.
and not a stranger roommate.
Yeah. So we got some of the stuff moved in. Well, it was so everything was so packed in that they were like, "Can we start making our beds while y'all finish getting the stuff?" So, yes. So I went down, we finished unpacking the car, got up there. We were trying to find places to put all this stuff. Then they were like, "Okay, well, this is depressing. Can we just go home?" And I said, "Sure."
I
Okay.
would have been like, wait a minute, just to clarify, you want to come home just for
They
tonight,
were like,
right?
"This is depressing. We're coming home." And I said, "Yeah, okay, whatever." So, them coming home on Friday night turned into, "Oh no, we're coming home Friday and Saturday." So I said, "Okay." So Saturday we had to go back and we had to finish shopping to get stuff that they needed for the dorm, like the refrigerator and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because we were going to do that on Friday, but we were all exhausted,
Hmm.
so we didn't do that. So then that turned into us going back on Sunday to finish everything up and get stuff hung up on the walls and whatnot. And then they wanted me to walk around the campus with them so they could map out their classes
Yeah.
because
Oh.
my kids cannot go into Monday morning not knowing where their classes are.
I
No,
I get that. One of my kids was not like that at all. Just didn't care.
yeah,
Would go into it blind. The other one would have to map out, for the
yeah.
day where I'm going, where the classes are.
Oh my
Yeah, I
goodness.
totally get that.
They have so much anxiety that they literally, one of them sat up and talked to me almost all night. I was sitting there like, okay, I'm ready to go to bed. But all she wanted to talk about was, well, okay, well, what if they ask me to introduce myself? Well, what am I going to say? I'm like, I have no idea. It's Saturday. Why are you worried about that? And then the other one, I don't know what she was expecting. She has speech.
Mm-hmm.
She literally texted me excited because she found out that her first speech is not until September.
Okay.
And I said, did you think that you were going to have to go in and make a speech on your first day?
Yeah.
She did.
Really?
She legitimately thought that she was going to have to
Oh my
walk in the
goodness.
door and make a speech. And I was like, look, that didn't make any
No
sense.
wonder she was so anxious.
Like, not on day
No.
one. So then, just keep in mind, Saturday, after I had spent all day in the heat and moving stuff, then someone was like, oh, don't forget, we're going out tonight. So I had to rally up. And I said, no, I literally looked at myself in the mirror and I said, you can do this. It's okay. I know you're tired. Pull yourself together because you got to go out.
I I almost let you off the hook and I felt bad. But at the
She did
same
not almost let me
time,
off the hook.
I was like, no, we got to do this though. Like she's officially starting her empty nest. She's going through all these things this weekend. She just needs a night out to let loose and have fun and forget about move in and everything else. And I needed to redeem myself from the previous weekend. I dragged
Yeah,
you out to see a band that was just not our thing.
it's
It
not my
I
thing.
bombed, but I knew this band that was coming to town was so good. I was like, I can redeem myself with this one. We will go out, we will have fun, we will dance, we will have a good night.
With all that being said, I would have been happy to spend my first empty nest night at home in the
I
bed.
know.
but I rallied up because I'm a trooper. I am a trooper. And I said, you know what? No, you're going to go. Put your big girl pants on and go. And then when I said I was going to be cute, we all knew that was a lie. We
Well,
knew that was a lie from the moment I said it.
I was so relieved when I text and I was like, "What are you wearing?" And you
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, I can't be cute tonight. Jeans and a shirt." I was so happy. I was like, "Yes," because I was in my closet trying to find something cute and it was just not happening. And I kept looking at my jeans and I was like, "I really want to wear my jeans."
Well, anytime it comes out of my mouth that I'm really going to make an effort to be cute, that's a lie. Let's just go ahead. Don't ever expect that of me.
But honestly, I think we were cute in our jeans and t-shirts. I think we still looked really cute and approachable.
I think you looked cute.
I think you look cute.
Oh, thank you.
You had your hair down.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it was an effort. I made an
Well,
effort.
I appreciated you coming out and not bailing on me. And I was kind of expecting you to bail on me.
I
I
almost
really
did.
was. I was like, I don't want to go listen to this band by myself. I will, but I really hope she doesn't bail on me.
You know, when I told you that I have to listen to affirmations and I have to motivate myself, that was it.
Hmm.
I was looking at myself and I'm like, you can do this. You're a rock star. You're going to go out and you're going to have a good time.
My affirmations are standing in the bathroom, getting ready, and dancing to 80s music.
Yeah. No,
That's what gets me going, just getting me pumped up.
there
I
was
can do
none of that.
this.
I made the mistake of getting home, and in between getting home and going out, I laid down.
Mm,
And that's where it all went downhill because when you're exhausted, you never
you
lay
don't lay
down.
down. You
You
keep
keep
going.
going.
You got to rally. But you
And
did
I
rally.
did.
I'm so
I
proud
put
of
my
you.
big girl jeans on and I was like, let's go.
But let me ask, did I redeem myself with the band?
You
At
did.
least.
You did. You redeemed yourself. They were really good.
We got out there. We were dancing. We were having a great time.
Yeah.
I thought. So
Yeah.
I thought I redeemed myself.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Kudos to you.
Awesome. We even
So
got our social media manager out there having a good time.
she was doing her thing.
She was doing her thing.
She was doing something out there. Oh,
And then she disappeared.
God bless her. I love
I
her.
know. I know. It was a good time.
Also, we have to talk about
I love these.
our new cocktail. What do you call it?
These are so cute. Our
Our
margarita glasses.
well, it's
Tumblers. Margarita
that's
tumblers.
the word.
Tumblers.
I was
I don't know.
searching. I was
Yeah.
searching for words.
Yeah. I'm going to do.
ASMR.
She's going to roll her eyes.
She's like, I will cut
Don't
you.
do that. Yes. So, a listener and
My
a friend.
my very, very, very bestest friend, Crystal, gifted us these.
Yes.
I
I
love
love them.
her. I love her so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Ah,
Because blue is my favorite color. And it's going to keep the margaritas cold.
yes, it says for up to 10 hours.
Yes. So we are ready to go. And it holds twice as much as the others.
Yes.
And there's a nice little, this will keep us from spilling.
This will keep me from spilling because every time I watch the podcast back, I notice that I'm leaning. Because the more margaritas I drink, the more I lean. So Tanya's bed is at least safe from
From a
my
margarita
spillage.
spill.
So
And I think it would be nice to hold snacks. That was my thought.
that was your thought.
Specifically M&Ms that might be coming soon.
I mean,
So I think it's meant for like salt, sugar, limes, the such. But I want to put candy in this.
In the pictures,
to
it's
hold.
really cute. In the pictures, they have it all like salted with a little lime on there.
I don't like sugar with my margaritas anyway. And I don't ever take salt because cholesterol. I'm trying to watch that. I'm trying to cut back on my salt.
Okay, first of all, that's such an old person thing to say.
It is.
Like,
I'm showing my age.
I can't take the salt because my pressure goes up
So,
and my cholesterol.
No salt, no sugar, but I will get down on some M&Ms. Because, I mean, that's better.
The diabetes is fine, but the cholesterol, yeah, I can't have that.
A little bit of popcorn, something.
Yeah.
I don't know how many chips I could actually put
But like,
up
what
here.
would you do when you go to drink it and they all come, they all come falling down? What are you doing? Why are you looking like that?
I wasn't thinking that far. Now I'm thinking, like, how do I work around this?
Well,
I was just thinking, you know what? That's perfect to hold some candy.
Okay.
But now, how do you work around that? Because the straw would be too thick. We'll figure it out. I'm going to figure this out. This is going to be a challenge for me now. I'm going to figure it out.
Okay. Well,
we don't need to talk it through right now.
No. Also, what we do need to talk about is your shame. Do you want to tell everyone what you did?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you want to tell everyone what you did?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know.
Tasha.
Hinge.
Oh.
No, you knew what I was talking about the whole time.
Call me out. We don't need to discuss it.
I said we agreed that we were getting off that and we were not. And I said, "Oh, I want to text somebody." And she says, if you text that person, then that means I'm going to get back on the dating apps because I'm bored. And I said, no, no, no. And so I didn't text that person. And what did she do? She got on the dating app anyway.
I got bored.
Okay.
I got bored. And so a couple of the girls in my office got on Hinge last week and I heard them talking about it and I was like, okay, that's it. I'm going to try it again. I actually forgot about, telling you that if you texted Jolly Green Giant, that I would. So I guess that means you could technically text him.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not
Good
going
for
to do it.
you,
I am
because I
holding.
caved and got on a freaking dating app
I
this
am
weekend.
holding firm here.
And I'm still currently on there. And yeah, I don't know why. I honestly I've
I'm disappointed.
I've been on
It's
there
not that
since
I'm.
Friday.
It's not that I'm mad at you. I'm just disappointed. I expected better of you, Dana.
Really?
No, I didn't. I honestly didn't.
I mean, I've kind of been itching to get back on there. I stayed off for a while, but now I was like, we'll try it again. At least I
How?
didn't try Facebook dating again.
Okay,
That is
well,
an absolute dumpster fire.
okay, well, we all
I
knew
could
that.
do worse than Hinge, even though it's still just as bad.
Yeah.
I have only matched with one guy
Mhm.
on there. Um, yeah, everything is just, I'm hitting the X a lot, a lot.
Yeah.
I downloaded it Friday night, got it all set up, went to bed, woke up Saturday morning to, I forget how many likes, and I hit that X on every single one of them. I was like, nope, nope, nope. But I feel like going into it this time versus last time, I was
Mhm.
open
We're gonna
to,
listen to her excuses right
yes,
now.
last time I was kind of open to, I don't know, loosening my standards a bit, giving people a chance. Where this time I'm like, absolutely not. If
Yeah.
there's one thing on your profile I do not like, I'm not thinking, well, maybe. No, I'm clicking X
Yeah.
immediately, which is probably why I've only matched with one person out of many, many likes that I've had.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if your profile's not up to snuff, then mm-mm, mm-mm.
Well, so here's what I think. Okay. So my favorite podcast is the Giggly Squad.
Yes.
Okay. So I read How to Giggle, which is their book, which I mean, goals. One day I'm going to write a book. We're going to write a book together and we're going to be bestsellers. Anyway,
Yes.
but in the book, they talk about decentering for men. And
Oh.
I have realized, and I've told you this,
Mm-hmm.
that at this point, that is my goal,
Mm-hmm.
is to decenter for men, focus on the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and making money for myself without letting men be front and center.
Well, I don't feel, I'm not gonna let men be front and center.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
still very, very focused, and I feel like, and that's probably why it's not gonna work out. Let's just be honest. I got bored one night, and I was like,
Yeah.
let's try again, because I am focused on things,
Yeah.
that we have going on and that my family has going on. And so, unless somebody happens to come along that I can fold into the mix
Yeah.
and that will fit into that,
Yeah.
it's not going to work. Like, I'm not going to let some guy come along and demand attention and pull focus from everything else that I have going on. Because I know I have done that in the past without realizing it.
Yeah.
And I know better now. Like, looking back on some of the past relationships and everything, I can say that, oh, that was stupid,
Yeah.
you know. Um, so yeah, so it's probably
Well,
like, it's it's going to be nothing, because honestly, I don't see anybody coming along that's just going to be in the corner being my cheerleader and your cheerleader and
no.
my kids' cheerleaders and just letting me do my thing.
Yeah.
Because that has just never happened.
Well, and also in the book, they talk about manifesting things,
Mm-hmm.
manifesting the life that you want. Okay. here is where I'm at. I'm trying to decenter my life from men. Okay. I'm not, I'm done with that for
I
a
need
minute.
to read this book.
Yeah, you do. It's
Yes.
really good. Also, like I said earlier to you today, I need my job to be this podcast. And when I'm not recording the podcast, I need to be preparing for the podcast because you know
Yes.
what? I'm tired.
I know.
I'm tired of
I'm
going to
tired
work.
too, and I want to do that too because we that's that's what we deserve.
We deserve
We need
that.
to be on a yacht doing this one day,
Yeah. I need to
having
be,
someone make the margaritas.
yeah.
Cause I'm tired.
I'm so tired. I'm
I'm
so
so
tired. I
tired.
don't want to do it anymore.
And we have been working hard. I don't think people realize just how much goes on behind the scenes.
We really have.
Constantly. Constantly. And we have full-time jobs and
Yeah.
kids that we're
Because
seeing to this.
when I am standing on the square making TikToks at midnight,
That's so much fun though.
I deserve a little something,
It's
okay?
it's
Because
so much fun.
I'm tired. Do you know how many times we recorded a TikTok where I had to run? Do you know how many times I had to run? I was sweating
I
profusely.
ran too. That one hurt. I was recovering the next day. Pretty yeah.
I don't know what we did that night, but I woke up and I had the worst neck pain of my life. I was like, what happened?
My hip hurt again, my lower back. It was my lower back and I think it was from that one TikTok that we were trying to make. We were essentially just trying to throw our hips out with that one.
I, I deserve I deserve to be able to make TikToks at a regular hour, um, and not have to run around the square at midnight sweating profusely.
And sadly, but right now, because again, we're in Mississippi right now, we're like having 102-degree weather.
Yeah,
Midnight doing TikToks outside is sadly the coolest part of the day to do
I know.
outside work.
I
And we
know.
were still sweating
Yeah.
profusely.
Yeah.
And somehow I broke a toenail. I don't know how that happened. I have to say, not completely off. She making that face. I have a toenail.
That's so
I
gross.
just chipped it.
Maybe there are things we should keep to ourselves.
No,
No, I'm
no, there's
just
no
kidding.
shitting. Everybody needs to know what we go through to make these silly little videos that we have so much fun making.
Also, there was one TikTok that we made where the one you jumped on my back.
But we haven't posted
Well,
that one
first of
yet.
all, I think something snapped. I think my tailbone snapped, and I was because it hurt so bad the next day. But also, as she's choking me out,
I didn't realize I was
people
choking you out.
people are driving by, and I was like, they're probably thinking, what is happening? No one stopped and asked me if I needed any help, by the
And
way.
no one sent the police either because no police showed up. I was like, surely they're calling the police right now or they're looking for them and they're sending
Like,
them our way
here
because
she is
I
on my
look like
back,
I'm trying to kill you.
strangling me, and I'm like, oh, it's fine. And people are just driving by nonchalantly.
I'm still sorry about that. By the way, I did not realize I was choking
you
you in the
said,
moment.
you said, oh, haha, your face. I was like, no, because you were actually killing me. You were actually choking me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I
Okay,
know. That's
the
okay.
things I go through for these TikToks.
And it's still fun though.
It's really
We
it.
still
It
think
is
it's
actually
so
really
much
fun.
fun. Yeah.
It is fun.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll probably delete the dating app very, very soon. It's coming because it's it's been a few days and nothing. So, and sadly, I set an age preference, but I didn't make it my deal breaker. So
Yeah.
I was still getting a lot of either 20 something year olds,
Mm-hmm.
which is a no, or got a 78-year-old on there. Like, no, I could have sent him my mom's way,
Well, it's
but no.
okay.
So I had to go in there and set that as a deal breaker.
Well, if I could set an age preference at the bars, that would also be great.
No, because the young ones just love
Well,
you.
the last time we went, it was the older one who kept checking me out.
But it was the young one that got your number.
But
I'm just saying.
also the older one looked like he had money though, so I really should have acted on that. I should have just been like, "Hey, how's it
Hey,
going?"
I mean, we could have fun with this though. Maybe I give you my hinge, let you make the decisions for me. Even though there's really nothing to go through and make, because again, I've been hitting X on everybody.
Yeah,
So that probably wouldn't work either.
yeah.
There's nobody on there. Unless maybe they're on the side of Hinge that you have to pay for, and I will never, ever, ever pay for a dating app.
No,
Ever.
no.
That's where I draw the line.
But I also kind of feel like you get what you pay for, though, and that's the reason why we get the bottom of the barrel.
Okay, I'll go delete Hinge later.
Example: Plenty of Fish. That started out as a very free dating app, and when I tell you, I threw them fish back. I was like, the fish they're toxic in this pond. No,
they're
thank you.
they're rotting.
So so that was my theory. You get what you pay for. Maybe we get
This is true.
the broke down men because we broke.
Oh well.
We too broke to pay for these things.
Oh well. I don't need it. I don't need it.
No, you
I'm
don't.
just fine and busy without all the dates
Where
lining
would you
up.
even
Horrible
find
dates.
time to squeeze a date in anyway?
Lunch.
Like, hey, can you just come pick me up
I
for
get
lunch?
an hour lunch break.
Like, I can meet you from 11 to 12 if you come on time.
A 7:30 a.m. coffee before lunch. I mean before work. Not before lunch, but you get
Yeah.
where I'm going. This
Like,
is where, because after work, I mean, I have family and I
yeah.
have podcast stuff.
Yeah.
I have friend stuff. And, I'm not going to put any of that to the side for some guy.
Yeah. See, it's not looking promising.
I have priorities. So,
Yeah. It's not promising. So
it's not. But you
go
know
ahead and get rid
what?
of it. Kick
And
it
I
to the
guess,
curb.
you know what I think it was though too, last week, on top of being bored. So did you watch the New Heights podcast?
Yeah.
Taylor Travis.
Yes.
I'm so in love with them now as a
No,
couple.
I've
I'm
literally been
so
in love with them.
I haven't. Like I'm not a Swiftie. I like some of her songs, but I've never just really followed Taylor too much. Now football, yes. I knew all about the Kelsey brothers.
Yeah.
Obviously I knew who Taylor Swift was too. I don't live in a cave or whatever. But anyway, so I've just kind of been about the whole thing. At one
Mm-hmm.
point I was even like, this has just got to be for publicity or something.
Yeah.
But I'm so sold now, and I want a Travis Kelsey so
No,
bad.
no, actually,
He
me too.
threw glitter up in the air, and the look of just pride on his face, and how happy he
No,
was for that woman.
I was sold because she had him on stage during her during her tour. I'm so sick of you over there.
She thinks throwing glitter is the bare minimum.
That's the bare minimum. You know what? No one has ever thrown glitter for
No
me.
one has ever thrown glitter for me.
No one has thrown anything for me.
We're throwing glitter on next week's podcast.
In your bed. So
Let's find a new location for the next week's podcast.
Rethink that.
But no, I loved it.
No, I love them together.
And it was so genuine.
The thing about that podcast, and everyone said it, even people that can't stand Taylor Swift, which, I mean, listen, I was there at one point where I was just like, she's so overrated. But then I realized after I went to her concert and I saw how hard she worked, I was like, no, she's actually, I feel like there for a while she was kind of controversial because she was just, saying all the political things, all the,
Yeah.
but then I feel like she realized she needed to step back from that.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like where she is now, she's just living her life and she's having so much fun doing it. And everyone had said that it was just like family talking to each other. Like it
Yes.
was just like they were sitting around a table talking to each other. And I was like, legitimately.
And I loved it. The support of Travis and then his brother, Jason,
Yeah.
like both of them,
I'm obsessed with him.
just,
I love
I
him.
love them. And I love his wife. Have you listened to her
Yeah.
podcast? Not
Yes.
going to lie. I love Kylie.
Yeah.
She is, although she's way, way younger, she's my role model. I love her.
Yeah.
I love her.
Me too.
So, yeah, I want a Travis Kelsey now.
No, I mean when
Oh
she
my
went on
gosh, I loved
tour,
it.
and she was out there and she brought him out on stage and he's sitting there performing with her and he's doing all these stupid dances, whatever. He just makes a fool of himself, but it's so fun. They're just having fun.
I know.
And that's, if I'm going to find a relationship, that's what I want. I want someone that's going to be fun. It's almost like when
Yes.
we went to the flashback bash and we saw the guy that was dressed up as the Ghostbuster. And I told you, if I don't find a man like that, if my man does not go all out for a costume party,
Yes.
I don't want him.
I don't want him either. I mean, everybody deserves someone
Yeah.
that is just their biggest cheerleader
Yeah.
and will
No.
go all out with them.
Totally.
I love it. That's why I'm like, if somebody comes along, if they're not accepting of any of this, you can go away.
Yeah.
We both need someone in our corner cheering us on
Yeah.
because we would do the same for them.
Right.
Yeah,
But if
I
I
love it.
don't find a guy that does all this stuff,
Oh well.
he can just step to the side.
Oh
I
well.
don't want anyone less than that.
Well, like we've said before, we're perfectly fine being alone
Yeah,
too because we're
totally.
not lonely.
But at this moment, I have to admit, and my friend, the one that sent these, she
I love
said,
her.
this is the happiest she has seen me.
Oh.
And I was like, no, I really am having a good time. Like, I'm having so much
Yeah.
fun. Even going out,
Mm-hmm.
though you drag me and I complain, I'm still having a good time
Yes.
doing the podcast and doing the TikToks. I feel like I have something that I'm working for,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
I think that comes off because I've had people mention to me too
Yeah.
that they love seeing us have so much. I had a friend the other day send me a couple of TikTok sounds and was like, maybe y'all should do this next. Like I have
Yeah.
people sending me stuff like y'all make this or
I
y'all do this.
know.
Like, yeah, so people are enjoying it, but they're seeing us having fun with it.
But
And
that's all that matters to me is that we're having a good time.
yes.
And it if I find someone in the process, I find someone in the process. If I don't, I don't. I
Mm-hmm.
really honestly at this moment don't care.
Oh yeah, I feel the same way. I'm kind of whatever about it, indifferent.
Yeah.
I'm fine if it happens. I'm fine if it doesn't. I'm good.
Yeah.
It's going to take us. I feel like it's going to take a very special person for both of us.
Oh no, that's totally
So
true. I'm so set in my way that it's going to take somebody
yeah.
amazing to swoop in and really actually catch my attention.
Oh, same because I've given so much of myself over the years that I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like yeah, you got to support me too. I have goals, things I want to do.
Yeah.
So not putting my stuff on hold for somebody else
Yeah, no, and
ever again.
I told
So,
my kids, I said, I'm at the point in my life where I'm not going to let anyone make me feel bad for doing what I want to do.
Exactly.
So if I want to go out, I'm going to go out.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to get in the car and just drive off somewhere, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to let anyone make me feel bad or guilty or gaslight me into thinking that I'm doing something wrong because I'm putting myself first.
Exactly. Agreed. I'm so happy we're at this point
No,
too.
me too. Me too. We're
It's
at a
taken a
very
while.
good point in our lives right
Yeah.
now.
We've gone through a lot over the years with this whole just dating and everything else.
Yeah.
We have so many stories. And here we are.
Here we are.
Finally doing our podcast.
Yes.
It's been coming for so long.
Because I've wanted to do a podcast
For so long.
for years. I've
Mm-hmm.
wanted to do a podcast for years. And I always either said no, because I've always had a reason why I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Or because I wanted someone to do it with me
Yeah.
and I just couldn't find anybody that wanted to do it with me. And then here you come. And then it's all a reality. Look at there.
Yes, and here we are.
Here
We're
we
having
are.
so much fun with it. It's supposed to be a slight cool down the next week.
Yeah.
So maybe we don't have to make TikToks at midnight. We can do it earlier in the day.
I hope so, because I need my beauty sleep.
I know you're tired and you've been a trooper. I will maybe let you off the hook this weekend. We'll see what happens.
That would actually be great. That would be great if I
I'm
could
I'm
just
not saying off the hook from TikToks though. I'm just saying off the hook from going out.
Yeah.
We still have work to do.
Yeah, no,
Some work.
I can work, but I just want to
And then
be
go home and
in.
go to bed.
Yeah,
And then maybe I will go out. I can go out by myself.
I
I
know.
just really needed you to come out see this band with me.
You just needed to redeem
I
yourself.
needed to redeem myself. I needed you to see that, okay, Tanya can pick out a good band.
Yeah.
I
I
can do
really
it.
wish we had just been recording ourselves that night with that band because it was
Yeah.
so awkward.
Oh my gosh, I loved it. At one point, they did some original songs, but they did a lot of covers. At
Yeah.
one point, they did Limp Bizkit, Break Stuff.
Okay. Which, by the way, I have realized is the perimenopause
Yes.
anthem.
Yes. I lost my mind when they started and on that song. We went crazy.
I did not realize because I've listened to that song so many times. I mean, even I grew up on that song, and
Yeah.
I mean, I love that
I
song.
love
But
Limp
it
Bizkit.
wasn't until I was listening to them sing it that I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is the perimenopause
Yes.
anthem."
And we sang with them word for word.
Yeah.
We lost our minds. It was so much fun.
Well,
But
the
yes,
headbanging was probably part of my neck issues the
that
next
was
day.
definitely the reason why my neck was hurting the next day. And I didn't even bang my head like I usually in the
Like you
past
want
would
to,
have. And
yeah.
I'm so glad I didn't. Otherwise, I might have actually ended up in the ER that night.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, just a couple of weeks before that, I kind of felt like I threw out my hip. So, got to be a little more careful. And remember, I'm not 20 anymore.
Yeah.
Even though I may feel like I am out there, my body does not.
We're not young people.
It's just in the heart.
Yeah.
Not in the hips or neck or in my bones. I'm
Not
80.
Anywhere in this body do I possess a young
Never.
person.
Ever, 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 ever. We're winding down. Did we want to do we have this or that? Or any questions tonight?
She said,
I don't think we don't. She went,
wait to put me on the
wait a
spot
minute.
here.
Wait a minute. I don't have anything. That's fine. That's fine because I already kind of feel called out and embarrassed enough after the dating app thing. So
I feel like that's my job.
and somehow I always seem to answer wrong and y'all come at me.
Well, yeah, because
I don't think it all the way through sometimes.
yeah. Well, we need you to think. I need you to watch more true crime. I know you watch some true crime, but I need you to watch more.
Mr. and Mrs. Murder
Oh my gosh,
on
that's
Hulu.
so good.
I watched it last night.
Okay, so I I saw that on like maybe the ID channel a while
Uh
back
huh.
ago,
Uh huh.
and I've seen the story before. It's so crazy.
I remember the case, but this.
Okay, but let me
Oh,
tell you what got me though when I watched this. What was it on Hulu? I
Hulu.
think.
It was on
Okay,
Hulu.
so let me tell you what got me on this documentary. So as many like I've heard it before. I think it was on Dateline. I think I heard it on Dateline.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. But so I did not realize until I was watching like the um prison stuff. Wade Wilson. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
He like popped up on there and he was like the jailhouse informant, and apparently the guy had tried to hire him to kill his wife. And then come to
Mm-hmm.
find out, Wade Wilson was just in the headlines because he murdered two women. And I was like, if I looked back on it and I found out that Wade Wilson was that somebody tried to get him to murder me, and then here he is, I'm like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I would be
There was
traumatized.
so much. I loved Hulu's documentary on this because there was so much more to that story that I had never heard before. Because I've seen the case before.
Yeah,
It's been on Dateline. It was on the ID channel, the Disappeared
yeah,
show.
yeah,
They did a segment on that guy. Yeah, I remember it. It's a very old. It goes back to 2000, I think.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's been 25 years, and whoa, it was a
But
lot of information that I never
also,
knew, and it blew my mind.
number one, the fact that this guy's mom was trying so hard to get people to listen to her, and everyone acted like she was crazy.
That broke
And
my heart.
the fact that they told her when she said alligators don't like people, like they would not have eaten him,
No,
and they said, oh, we'll tell that to the alligators.
I know. My
It just
heart
blew my
my
mind.
heart broke for her.
But
It just
also
really did.
the wife that was on there talking,
Ugh.
I
Oh
was like,
yeah.
she's she's my role model, because she's like, okay, well, um my best friend married my had an affair with my husband, married my husband, possibly offed her husband. So what am I going to do? I'm going to be friends with her so I can find out what she knows about this. And
Yes.
I'm like, girl, you are my hero,
Yes.
because good for you.
Oh, I would have done the same thing. I've
Yeah.
been like, yeah,
No, it was
let's get dirty.
that was so good.
That was a good show. I watched it last night after I finished The Hunting Wives, which
I haven't watched.
I really need to discuss with you, but you need to go watch
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna watch it so
Because,
we can talk on the next
oh my
episode.
gosh.
We can talk about that on the next podcast, because I will watch it by then.
I just have to say, I kind of knew a little bit what I was getting into because I'd already seen some TikToks and everything about it. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
there's gonna be some stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but there was one scene, and I was watching this by myself. Don't watch it with your kids,
Yeah,
okay?
no.
Don't watch it with your parents. I'm not even going to tell my mom about the show, okay? Because she does not need to watch it. But I was watching it by myself, and there was this one scene in particular that I was just like, oh, like, oh, I had to look away.
That's
I
funny.
was so embarrassed. I don't know why I was embarrassed. It was just me and the TV, but I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay. Anyway, go watch. We need to discuss.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it so we can discuss it next
Yes,
time.
yes.
I know my daughter. She said she was gonna watch it,
I would not
so
discuss it with your
she
daughter.
she turned it on. She said, well, it was not very long before I saw boobs, so I turned it off. She was like, I don't want to watch that. I said, okay.
Oh, I don't even think it was 5 minutes in.
No, she said it was like pretty quick.
And you saw your first set. I was
No.
like, oh, there it is. Yep.
I mean, she still spells out sex, so
Yeah,
boobs are not for her.
that was not a show she needs
I
to
mean,
try to watch.
she's 18 and she still says, they were doing the do. That's still how she refers to it. So
I love this.
when she sees something and it's dirty, she's like, oh no, no.
I love this.
So,
well, you know, I'm 45, and like I said, there was one scene that had me blushing, and I was turning my head like, oh.
okay, well, you can't read. You can't read Pen Pals then.
I'm so reading Pen Pals.
Because that's got some dirty, dirty scenes. And I was reading it and I was not like, oh. I was like, oh, okay. What y'all are doing what now?
Okay, well, we're going to switch off this next week. You're going to watch Hunting Wives, and I'm going to read Pen Pals.
Yeah.
And we'll discuss.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up for this week, though, I guess.
We are going to wrap it up.
Social media ladies counting us down.
You are now what the fuck? Oh, sorry. Why would you do this to me on camera?
Cheers!